Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we got something very exciting. This is a knife I have not seen yet. I've been hanging on to it for over a week because I wanted to unbox it with you guys, and this is by far the most expensive knife I've ever featured on the channel. It's worth over $10,000. Let's get right into it. Let's go. Let's get it. Hitting my mic. Like I said, I have not seen this yet. Woo-hoo. We got all kinds of freaking peanuts. Oh, these suckers want to get everywhere, don't they? This is what I guess $10,000 packaging looks like. All right, we got the rubber band. Ooh, wow. And obviously you understand why there's so much padding and wrapping and everything. Oh my goodness. We got a coffin. Look at that. If you guys are ever going to get a premium knife or possibly, mid-tech or even, just want something made in Poland, check out Polish Custom Knives. They're the ones who made this video possible, and I could not have done this video without them. Links are down in the description. That is so badass. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, it smells really good. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, so let's get into this. We got some latches. Oh, wow. Look at this. It's got arms that pop out, and I think, look at that. That is crazy. It literally latches in. That's dope. That's packaging. Whoa. Look at that. Well, let's look at this first. We have it's a little bat. I'm guessing it's Damascene steel. Probably. It's really cool though. That's very sharp right there. Nice little, it looks like a throwing star, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Then we have it is a Vespertillo, but not just any Vespertillo. This one is a Dracula edition, and I'm not 100%, but I think this is real gold. Let's take a look at the card really quick. Wow, this card is even better. It's just like my other cards from my other Hermans, but it's even better. Like something about it looks nicer. So we have Damascene steel, 61 HRC, titanium, grade 5 gold. Oh, look at this. Well, let me just look and see if anything's underneath. Okay, so you have to oil that. Let's just move this out of the way because this is the star of the show. And I drop it. This is the star of the show. Oh, man, look at this thing. Wow. So we got a lady with her nips showing. Let me grab the wipe so we can see the nipples nice and clear. And we got Dracula behind her doing his thing. You got a bat. There's the bat that's inside the box. Dracula's castle. You got the moon in the background. Bats and these little gold diamonds and stars. And then look at all this, man. Wow.
Flip part of the picture.
I'm trying to see what this is. I see the bat wing. So I see a bat there. Or an alien. Wait, no, this is another movie. This is a completely different movie. This one's like an alien or something.
No, that's bat wings. See,
no. Look at his face though. What is that from? They're aliens.
I don't know about all that. I'm just saying I see his little thing there, his little claw.
I gotta see something. There's something different. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I just don't know Dracula as much. The Vespertillo Classic Horror Dracula. Yeah, I guess it is just Dracula. But what is? I don't know these species. I guess they're just bats. Maybe they're just bats.
You see their little bat claws right there.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, let's open this puppy up. You hear the sound? Wow, the smoothness is incredible. It is contoured. Even the lock bar, the steel, the titanium lock bar is polished. Very, very soft. I love the way he does his lock bar. I can't even think right now. I'm so messed up. The ability to unlock it is nice and comfortable. This beautiful, gorgeous Damas steel blade that is just absolutely, their Damas steel is some of the most beautiful Damas steel I've ever seen. The shapes that you get, and there's all different kinds, you know, like just depending on which one. But I've got multiple knives from them with their Damas steel, and they're just some of the best I've ever seen. The back spacer has the bat wings, or the bats and diamonds, I think. And there's a bunch of different ways the bats are flying. And then, oh, here we go. I see something. There's little Easter eggs all over this thing. Like, it's just like filled with Easter eggs. What does that say? Babe, can you grab me something?
You hear me?
What?
You probably shouldn't say titties.
Why?
Because that's like a bad word.
It's not a bad word, baby. Titties are not, nitties are not bad.
Chesticles.
Nitties are not bad. Grab me my microscope thing right there. No, hey, right there.
Titties are aggressive. Nitties is different.
Nitties.
You said
Nitties and titties, they're the same thing. No, I'm not beeping nothing out. This is a live interaction. We're live. What the hell? All right, sorry guys. I just want to see what this word is. It's so tiny, and I am damn near blind. And Kara, she doesn't read for me anymore, so I used to get her to read for me. She quit. Okay, it says MT CHIMUAI. What does that stand for? What is that? Hey, baby. MTCHIMUAI. What is that? I have my Ando Star handheld microscope, and we're going to look at how this thing is made. So if we take a close look, you can see everything is done by little scratches. Can you imagine having to do each individual little scratch? You can clearly see these are solid gold pieces. These are inlays. You can see it right there. It's inlaid. What looks like to me, looks like there's a piece of titanium that it's inlaid into first and then put into this. Because each gold piece has a border around it of what looks like titanium. Look at all these. Every individual scratch. Let me turn this around and go over by his face. Like you can see, sorry. Find the right depth. You can see the eyeball. Look at that. You can even get the eyebrow right there. That's her eyes. Go over to his. There's his teeth. That is crazy. There's his eye. See how even the star has a border around it? Yep, each one I believe. I'm not 100%, but I'm guessing. Look at all the little details. Every little scratch groove was all done by hand. This is why it costs $10. $10,000. And you know, not including the gold inlays, but just the file work, just the work, the handwork that it takes to do all of this art like this is insane. It is a little bit different. Now, is it worth $10,000? I mean, you have to decide that, but I'll give my opinion. I will give my opinion, because this obviously is something that takes an incredible amount of time. Like, I forget exactly what it was, but I know one of my knives that I have from Herman, and it's about like, it's like a $2,000 knife. That has, I think, like 120 hours or something of like the laser work or something like that. I forget. It's a lot of hours in just laser engraving. This is obviously like a hand engraving or something. It might have laser engraving too. I don't know. Maybe that's why it's so expensive, is because it has handwork, or maybe it's just how, like, when you mess up, you ruin that. You can't mess up. If you mess up, it's literally, you have to, that piece is sacrificed, right? So you could potentially go through who knows how many pieces before this becomes perfect. So just to make one of these this perfect could cost a ton of money just in wasted material. I'm pretty sure these are real solid pieces of gold. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, $10,000. Considering all the hours of work that it would take to do this, considering the gold, considering just the materials by themselves, the packaging, this packaging is the nicest packaging I've ever seen in my life. This is just these little clips and the way it locks and closes. It's an experience. It's definitely an experience. Now, whether or not you would spend $10,000 on it is irrelevant. That is absolutely irrelevant. It's whether or not they can get $10,000 from it, from people. And obviously they can, obviously they sell them. So obviously it's what it's worth, right? It's got to be worth what people are willing to pay. So I didn't buy this, right? I do have to send this back. I'm very lucky to be able to handle things like this. Absolutely, just very blessed to handle things like this, because this is a work of art. And whether or not you would say it's worth $10,000, I can just hear the comments right now. People just screaming, it's not worth $10,000. Okay, it doesn't have to be to you. There's so many things out there that are like that. Like, I hear all the time, every time I show a $500 knife, people are like, I could buy a gun for that. It's like, yeah, and you could also buy a gun worth the price of a car. And you can buy cars worth the price of a house. Like, you can go on and on. Anything you can collect is going to have tiers, right? It's going to have, you know, different grades and different levels. And this is the highest level, right? This is the top. This is where you're getting to. This is jewelry, right? These are art pieces. These are things to collect and to keep nice. And I know a lot of people that buy knives like this. There's a lot of guys out there that, you know, like jewelers and people that have jewelry stores that they want to carry something like this, right? They're wearing very high-end stuff, and they're not going to be and they'll probably use it too. But a lot of people, most people that buy this are not going to. They're going to keep it pristine. It is going to be a piece to show off, something to enjoy, and in many cases, maybe collect and keep for an asset, or sorry, as an investment, because you can always sell it. It still has value, right? You can take something like this, and if it's the only one or first one, or they only made like 3 or whatever, right? Like, there's sometimes things that they're sought after and worth it because of the people, the demand for it, right? So many people want that exact one, and it's limited, and the company said, we're only making these 3 or this one. And then that price will go up most likely. Most likely those items do go up, and we see that all over the knife world. Right now, people are trying to sell misdemeanors on eBay for like $800, $900 or something. My misdemeanor was a $315 knife. So, and people are buying them, you know, so it's the market, man. It's what people will pay, and people definitely want stuff like this, regardless if you do or if I do. I couldn't afford it, for sure. I couldn't afford it. I love it though. I love it. I wish I could, but I can't, you know, so I couldn't justify it. I couldn't say this is worth $10,000 to me, but I would say that if it was it would be an investment for me. It'd be something I'm investing in hopes that the value will go up or something like that, right? And you know, sometimes it's also not even about that. Sometimes it's just about what it makes you feel, how it makes you feel, right? It's something that you appreciate and you love. And there are things like that for me where it's just like, I can look at it and I can say, like, I don't care, man. I don't care if you like it. Like, this is me. This is my shit right here. And I love it. And I would pay a premium for that. And I have to imagine, you know, like that's exactly the way this is for somebody who maybe is into Dracula and stuff like that, which I'm sure there's tons and tons of people. It's a very, very popular genre of movies. Now, there is a lot of other versions, by the way. So this isn't like the only one. Like there is, now they don't have a ton of them, but they have a few different designs, bigger knives and you know, different knives, different models and different artwork, different features, different whatever, right? So there is differences. So if this one doesn't speak to you, but you would like something like this, you can absolutely have it. Well, maybe not have exactly what you want, but I don't know. There might be something there for you. That's all I'm trying to say. If this one isn't the one. Man, I'm very lucky to get to handle this. So shout out to Polish Custom Knives for making this happen. I feel very blessed to get to handle this. I do have to send it back to them. So this is available. If you guys want to, if anybody wants to purchase it, it's absolutely available along with a lot of other knives. And on Polish Custom Knives, you can find a lot of different, I mean, there's so many different knives of every price range. So they sell mostly high-end knives, but of all price ranges, like even knives that are way under $1,000. So it's not that they only sell $10,000 knives. Like, so you have a big range of different knives you could get from Polish Custom Knives. But one thing you are guaranteed is that you are getting some of the best. Like they do very, very high quality work. All the makers that I've tried on there, which hasn't been that many to be honest. Most of the ones I've tried have been Herman, the maker of this. But yeah, man. But I have tried a couple other ones, and everything I've tried from them has been amazing. Yeah, I could go on, but I feel like I'm just rattling at this point. Check out Polish Custom Knives. I'll link them down in the description. Work hard, stay tough. Till next time, peace.